Hey guys, this is Kyle Ross and welcome back to the channel. Today we are beginning our exodus out of Mystery Lake and we are headed towards Mountain Town. The day has finally come, and before we just left the dam, and before we did that I spent probably about 5 to 10 minutes just kind of prepping and downsizing, harvesting gear, all kinds of things like that to begin our move. And we're loaded up. As you can see, we've got kind of our red weight icon down on the bottom corner, and so we're a little heavy, but we're gonna be unloading some of that. We're gonna make our way to the corner of the map down in Trapper's Cabin, and then we'll just kind of reevaluate things from there. We're getting a good early start here in the morning, just at daybreak. You can tell just typically as soon as the sun comes up, it's one of the colder part of the days. And so we are moving in that direction, and we're going to take the railroad tracks all the way down. If we need to take a stop at the camp office, we can. But we're going to make our way to Trapper's Cabin and then kind of take a look at our food and water inventory. And again, if we need to downsize anything, we can definitely do it there. And then we'll begin our journey to Mountain Town. And we got a wolf coming up on us. We'll go ahead and crack this just because we would prefer. Yep, coming up behind us. Okay, and honestly, we could probably keep our pace and stay ahead of him without him following us, but through here we're likely to come across another wolf anyways, and so it's good to go ahead and just have something ready. Alright, we just got a badge. That might be one of the first badges I've ever received. Okay, yeah, here's another wolf over here. So I want to say that's the sprinting badge, and that's going to give us better stamina maybe. I'll have to go back and look at that. I've looked at it so many times in the badge menu, but I forget, it escapes me now. Just because it's always felt like I've been so far away from it. Alright, so we got two wolves. One of the things I love about this game is because you would think that these wolves would be sort of regulated to certain zones, and I think they are to a degree, but they definitely follow you a lot longer than you think that they would. And so I think that's pretty wild. Pick up a couple sticks along the way just so we can make a torch, just because I want to say this was our last flare, so we might need to make some torches for our trip to the cabin. Okay, and body temperature wise, our gauge is about halfway done. Fatigue is maybe a third of the way finished, and we're getting decently hungry. We've been munching on a bunch of wolf meat, which kind of has its risks altogether, just so that we could end up getting parasites, and we're at high risk right now doing that. So yeah, just for our safety, we may stop in here at the cabin just to maybe even sleep an hour. That will help our body temperature, help with our stamina. I don't hear the growls anymore, so I think we might be good, which that's great because this flare's about to run out anyways. I don't see anything. It's like, well, should we keep going? No, probably not. I get so divided because you're ready to move on, but let's play it smart because we've got the entire day to get over there. Our flare's about to go out. We need to try to at least make a torch, and we'll get the sleep that we need to. Because carrying all this extra weight is kind of wearing us down faster. See, I don't see the torch in that one. Is it? Where is it? Is it on this menu? It might just be in the regular menu. Down here at the bottom. Show me the torch. Boom, there it is. Okay, we need cloth and we need some sticks. Okay, we can definitely pull some cloth. Here we go. We'll take that. That'll take 6 minutes. We'll warm up. Don't mind if I do. And while we're doing this, we'll go ahead and drop some of our guts and our hide just to kind of lighten our load a little bit if we're going to go out. And we'll get another bite to eat. Okay, increases the risk of parasites just a little bit more. All right, there we go. All right, we'll drop that. Boom. Just like that, we have a torch crafted. And we'll take us a quick nap. Okay, nap for an hour, see what that does for us. Alright, so that boosts our body temperatures back up to a good level. Okay, we go ahead and pick up our skins and our hides. They're heavy, but we've been working on them to cure. I think we'll be good enough to make it to the cabin. Alright, so we'll pick up the pace and get to Trapper's Cabin. I know I've talked about this a lot, but I remember playing it when it was just this map, and then they opened up, I'm trying to think if Coastal Highway was the second one, but I remember, once they opened up a new area, it was on after that. So it's so great, all the work that has gone into this game and all the new regions that they've unlocked and created. It's really been something special. There's nothing quite like this game, for sure. I know a lot of survival games have tried to compete with it in some contexts, whether that be out in the ocean or in the deep jungles or what have you. Even some that have kind of tried to do the whole cold thing, but nothing quite like the Long Dark. Alright, hadn't explored the Deadfall area yet. Alright, and since we're already kind of heavy, we left the wood behind. We don't need the can. All that's fine. We've got our torch ready just in case we run across a wolf, because odds are we will. But one easy way to find, there's kind of the train tunnel kind of over there off to the left. One easy way to find it, if you ever get disoriented, is just follow that wall. That wall that runs the distance of the woods. If you stay attached to that wall, even if you have to go up and down hills, it'll take you directly to Trapper's Cabin. Alright, our guy's getting a little tired. Stamina gauge about more than halfway depleted. Body temperature's going down slow though. Alright, here's a little sapling right here. Birch. It's good for making bows and arrows. So we'll cut that down whenever we get a chance. Yeah, we hear a wolf. There he is. We knew we'd see one. Alright, boom. There's the cave that we're going to be going through to get to Mountain Town. But as tired as we are, we're going to have to save that for another day just because there's some climbing involved in it. And as heavy as we are, we cannot effectively climb. We will definitely fall And so we need to be well rested. We need to sort through our inventory a little bit more and see if we need to drop a few things. Maybe eat some of our weight. If that means kind of eating and drinking and letting that sort of free us up, that's what we're going to do. But we'll definitely go in here and get us some rest. So go ahead and put our torch out. Yeah, just kind of thinking. We know that we definitely need to get some rest.
I could eat anything.
And we are about 12 pounds overweight. All right, risk of parasites is still there, but it seems our gauge isn't terribly high. Okay, so that's gonna lighten us by about 2 pounds right there. We can go ahead and drop the unpurified water. Kind of thinking through some of this. We'll go ahead and get some rest up, sleep as much as we possibly can. Alright, so we woke up in the dark, very thirsty, very, very thirsty. Alright, so now just a few pounds overweight. Now we'll pass the time just a little bit. Oh gosh. Alright, so we are officially infected with intestinal parasites. Which this is going to be, the recovery for this is about 10 days. So you need to either drink a certain kind of tea or take 2 antibiotics every day for 10 days. You can't just take them all at once, but you got to do it across 10 days. And that's going to affect your stamina. We'll go ahead and take our first dose. And we won't have enough antibiotics. We left some of them behind, but we should be able to get enough tea to do it. Oh, yeah, it's frustrating. That's what I hate about the wolf meat, is that it does this, and you see that it's just so not worth it. It's like you'd rather just kind of go hungry. So we'll just go ahead and drop that altogether. That's going to get us light enough. And so what we'll do is we'll just get back and get our sleep on, be fully rested, and then we'll be able to travel light. Definitely hydrate.
I'm weak.
And we're underweight by about 3 pounds or so. Maybe 3.5 pounds, something like that. So what we'll do is we'll kind of speed it up a little bit, and we will make our run. This is actually a clip from a previous video that I did. I kind of spliced this just to show where the entrance to Mountain Town is in relationship to Trapper's Cabin. But again, it's just this little cave right up here that we passed by earlier. And you can almost miss it if you're not looking for it, just because the shading of it is hidden so well. But navigating this cabin is really easy. There's definitely points along the way that give a little bit of light, but you can't really get lost in it. Even if there's a different turn, the turn only takes you a couple feet. Like, for example, boom, that one's not very deep. But the path is almost lit up to where you can go from area to area that's got a little bit of light showing. I say that and now I don't see very much light, so forget I said that. There's some more. Again, some firewood, some sticks if you need it, but we do not want to carry it. We do not need it. It's great if you need to build a fire in this area, as is the coal on the ground that you see. That'll help you definitely make some fires and stop. And once you see that opening, that's when you know you are coming up on Mountain Town. So just on the other side of this cave entrance, we are officially in the Mountain Town region. Give yourselves a hand. So we are officially in a new area. You'll walk through some of this frozen river, and we're looking for some cattails. Those will give us a little bit of sustenance, just so that we're not starving. Here we go. Here's some cattails. We will definitely take those and eat those. It's not the most filling thing in the world, but it's going to get us out of that totally famished red zone. It's going to fill up our meter just a little bit, especially if we eat a couple of them. I can't imagine these tasting very good, but I suppose it's better than meat that is going to give us parasites, diarrhea, and the such. Take a few more. Kind of snack on a bunch of those. Alright, so we come out on the end of this, and as soon as you do, you'll want to head kind of down to the left side a little bit. You'll figure that out pretty quick because there's not many ways to go. But you can come down this hill, and we're picking up our pace just because we need to track down some food, some real food. And you'll cross this tree that's kind of fallen down apart here. So we'll very gently go across here. Alright, and what you'll look for next is you'll look for a rope. You'll kind of look for a rock formation that's got the rope attached to it. And I hear a wolf, so we will get this ready just because we don't want to deal with a wolf right now. Okay, and there's our rock right there. We walked right past it. Duh. Alright, so that might mean that our wolf is down there. Yes, there he is. Looks like he's chasing a rabbit. Alright, so we'll put that out, and we will rappel down our rope. Okay, we'll take another quick snack just so that we've got some calories in our system. That should help a little bit with the fatigue, but we're already a little tired. That's going to start our gauge off already at a little bit of a deficit, but that's not going to be a huge deal, especially if we are rappelling down. It's this next one that we're probably going to need to be worried about. Okay, in the next part, there is another rope somewhere else. And it escapes me a little bit. Trying to remember. climbing area. There's a cave over there. Don't want to really mess with that right now. I'd rather just get to where we need to go. Alright, and so I want to say, by the way, if you have not used any of the Long Dark maps, you can search for those online. I want to say there might even be some like on the Steam page or something, the Steam community. But definitely use those. Some people feel like that's cheating. I don't see it that way. They're incredibly helpful. The way that I often role play this is as if that this guy is some kind of local, that he does know the area, so he should have some, because he's a bush pilot and he was not dressed, not prepared, didn't have any of the supplies that he would if he wasn't from this area. But I tend to role play it as that you are a local pilot and you're going to have some knowledge of the area. You're going to have some knowledge of what Mountain Town looks like and the layout of Mystery Lake and that sort of thing. So that's just me, though. All right, so I know there is another rope somewhere, but that seems like it descends into nothingness. Like that seems like it's really far, but I want to say maybe there was a ledge. Okay. Oh, I think I know. Okay, yeah. I think on this far side, there is a rope that we climb up. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. I knew that you climbed down and then you climbed up. I forget. Alright, yeah, so I think it's up here somewhere. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I don't know why I was looking for one going down. I knew that it was one that was going up. Okay, so we'll take a quick bite just to maybe help our stamina a little bit. Get a drink of water. That's going to lighten us a little bit, even though that water's going on our belly. The game doesn't know that. Okay, so our stamina is about halfway full. So hopefully we have what it takes to get up here, because we're not over encumbered. Okay. Alright, 25% done. Alright, now our grip is about 50% done. Okay. 75% done. Come on, get up there. Oh, gosh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, man. Alright, we made it. Just barely. I can't imagine dropping all the way down. Ooh. Alright, so we are exhausted. The parasites are definitely doing their toll on us. But there is a little hut over here. I want to say may have a bed in it. I think this will be a great natural spot for us to call it an episode. We'll kind of take maybe a quick glance at a few things in here. But before we wrap this up, I'd like to invite you, please be sure to like and subscribe for more Long Dark content. I've had a joy sitting down, recording some of this, playing this, revisiting some of these places that I haven't been to in a long time. And I just appreciate the likes. I appreciate all the views. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And we'll check that out. Not a whole lot to see. Flare shell. Okay, check out our little friend too before we call it quits. And we'll check all these real quick. And like always, not very much in the file cabinets. Alright. Guys, this has been Kairos. Be sure to like and subscribe like I said. And we will see you when we wake up.